Hello, it's Gary Colton here. I'm in the beautiful Smithfield Square in London, close to one of the oldest hospitals, St Bartholomew's, and also the old Smithfield Meat Market. And this area is going under massive reconstruction and rejuvenation, and you may well hear the noise of building in the background, and I apologise for that. What I'd like to do is have a conversation with you on the subject of influence. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that I believe that we're all striving as individuals and as business leaders to clarify our meaning, increase our significance, and enhance our influence in the world. And if we do all those three things, we're much more likely to achieve our stretching goals. So, influence. There are hundreds of books and potentially thousands of YouTube and Vimeo videos talking about influence and how you can enhance it. And most of them will deal with how you can increase your charisma personally, how you can enhance your marketing materials, your presentation skills, etc. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to give you a gift. And the gift is a process which includes how and where to place your influence with maximum effect. So, if you want to pause the video for 10 seconds while you get a pen and paper out, and then I'll tell you how we do it. Okay, welcome back. So, I want you to write down this very, very simple equation. It's not mathematics really, but it helps if you write it down. Achievement of any of your goals equals your potential, or the people in your business's potential, to achieve that goal. And it's unlimited and unknown. But absolutely certainly, you and your people are not using all of your potential. And the reason is, stuff gets in the way. So achievement equals potential minus the interferences. The question then is, what are these interferences and how might we remove them or at least reduce them? Which ones are the most important? Which ones do we have any influence over? And how do we test our ability to change things where we have influence? So let's look at influence and interferences. We have internal interferences, which might be within ourselves, our bad habits, our tendency to self-sabotage, our behaviours, and they affect everyone else, including us. But if we look at the business as a whole, then there are also interferences internally. They might be the way we interact, there might be the decision-making processes, the systems we have, all of which may be producing internal barriers. Then we have the general category of external interferences. Now these can be other people, our relationship with those systems within our business, but it can also be geopolitical changes, climate change, the taxation system, almost anything, even down to changes in the train timetables that affect us and the people that work with us. So what about it? How do we decide where we should place our emphasis? Well, simply make lists. List all those things which are internal and external, which you believe are interfering with the ability of you and your people to access your potential to achieve your goals. Then, with them, score your belief as to how much you can influence each specific interference, and score it from 1 to 10. 10 being you have absolute control over it. 1, you have nothing that you can do to affect it, i.e. the tax system. Then you can look at each of those and prioritize them in terms of how much control you believe you have, how much influence. And then maybe how much it will cost in time and money to try and exert that influence. Finally, together as a team, or if you're a business leader with your coach, you decide which ones you'd like to approach first, those which might be the easiest and have the biggest positive effect, and then come up with an experiment. Something that you believe will reduce the interference. And of course, then you've got to work out what kinds of measures will tell you, has there been a positive result or a negative result? If there's a positive, you keep doing it, and it will reduce the interference, release more of your potential to achieve those goals. So if you're the leader of a business and you're wondering what to do to grow your business, you could do worse than identifying all of the interferences, prioritizing them, run some experiments, and reduce them for everyone, including you. You'll achieve those goals, and you'll also end up with a very highly motivated staff. Difficult to see the downside, really. Good luck with it. Bye.